Hey everyone, it's Wolf Walker or Oakley, however you know me by. It's week 5 of my first time marathon training program. I've completed week 5 now. This was the first week that I've been running 5 days a week. Before I was running 4 days, so this week I added a day to add some miles. And also, each day that I'm running, I'm actually adding a few more miles. So not only am I increasing a day, but I'm also increasing each day that I do run. This week I ran 3.5 miles, 5.6 miles, 3.1 miles, 5.6 miles, and 8.6 miles on my long day. Total 26.4 miles, 42.6 kilometers, if you like that. My weight stayed the same exactly as the last 3 weeks. I've had no pains at all. My knee's still a little weak, but I'm recovering, and I don't feel it when I run. It's just maybe if I twist it the wrong way, I'll feel a little sharp pain or something. But other than that, it's been really great. The temperatures were awesome. I mean, 60s to 70s for Southern California, and that's 40 degrees less than what it was before. I was running in 105, 106 degree temperatures. So on a 65 degree day, it was like a whole different game, and I had some of my best times. It felt great. One day it was pouring down the rain, and I ran anyway on my 3.1 mile day, and I had a really great time. I'm getting down in the 7-minute mile range, maybe 7.5 minute mile range, which is really nice. I also rode the bike a total of 8 miles this week. I was trying to mix it up and throw in the bike riding for some cross training, and I'm doing a workout for my upper body and whatnot, and for breathing and stretching, and I'll show you a few videos or clips of that here in a minute, and you guys can see what I'm doing. And basically this week was really good. I actually felt like a runner, and it's the first week that I wasn't gasping for breath. I didn't have to stop on any of my runs. I was able just to keep going. Even on the 8.6 mile day, it took me an hour and 18 minutes, and I ran the whole way. I wasn't dying or anything. I felt like I could run another 3 or 4. So I feel really great. When I'm running by people now, it's one of the craziest things I've told people is you're running down the walk path. And before, I was walking, training for my hiking, and I was walking, and no one ever said anything to me. No one would ever wave or, even nod or anything. And now that I'm jogging, people look at me, or they, walk by, or they jog by and they wave all of a sudden. Like, hey, there's another jogger or another runner, and it's like I'm in this invisible club that I didn't know about. And it's kind of funny because I really don't care about that, but before they didn't want anything to do with me, and now that I'm running, it's like, oh, look at this cool guy, I could wave at him or something. So it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's just something you think about when you're out there. But yeah, it was okay. And anyways, let's get to these exercises, and I'll show you those right now. Okay, so the first thing I usually do is my sit-ups. I'll do 50 at a time, and I use the chair to hold my feet, and I usually cross my arms, or sometimes I put them at my side like this, and I change up my arms sometimes, or I'll do a punch, or even I'll lean to a side like this or that, but usually it's just regular sit-ups. I do 50, and then for the next rotation I'll do another 50. The next thing I do is these push-ups, and I use a stick so I can kind of hold on so I don't get that flat pain right here when you push your hands flat. I get a real pain, carpal tunnel type thing going on, so I hold on to a stick so it's kind of like a straight wrist, almost like doing bench presses when I do it on an elevated surface. And I do 25 of those, and then on the second rotation I do another 25, so 50 total push-ups per day. Punches, which basically I'm just punching as fast as I can, and I do that 200 times, or I do 50 per each side, and then I switch 50 this side, total of 200 times, and then I repeat it again, and I do another 200, so 400 punches. And it may not sound like a lot, but by the 300th your arm is like falling off, so try it, see what happens. 400 punches as fast as you can go, fully arm outstretch. It's pretty crazy. And the final exercise I do is these VO2 Max exercise. The volume of oxygen that your body can hold at one time or take in per breath. You can do certain exercises to increase that. I mean, running and all this other stuff does, but this specific exercise exercises certain upper body areas or something. And I've showed it in one of my other videos. There's a video on YouTube called increasing your VO2 max by 50%. You can check it out. It's really short. Basically, you're just doing these, raising your arms up and down behind your head, almost like you're holding a basketball, taking it from your waist and throwing it up in the air, and then going back down. And if you keep doing that, it will increase the amount of oxygen you could take in, which is very important. And if you're looking into running, VO2 max is super important. So I'm doing these things. I do 200 of them, like I do my punches, 200 at a time. And once again, your arms are falling off. I take a break, and then I do 200 more. So a total of 400 of these VO2 as fast as I can do it. I don't do it slow. I mean, I'm like, I'm really struggling. You can see here in the video. And then I ended up with stretches. So my stretches, basically I do 10 minutes of lower body, 10 minutes of lower body, and I do 10 minutes of upper body. Each pose that I hold for 1 minute solid, because you really don't get the good part of the stretch until about after 30 seconds. So, if you're stretching your arm here, you do it for 10 seconds, all these muscles in here, they're holding on, and they're able to hold on and not stretch before that time. If you wait after 30 seconds, they're done, like twitching and holding on. They kind of give up a little bit, and then you really get the stretch going on. So if you're doing stretches and you're just oh, let me do this for 10 seconds, it's not working. You need each pose for 1 minute, then go 1 minute with this arm, 1 minute behind the back, whatever things you're doing, do for 1 minute each, and it'll really start paying off. And I do 20 minutes of those. And I'm not going to get all into the stretches. Everybody knows what you do, but basically it's the length. So yeah, that workout usually takes about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It's not very long, but it's high intensity. And I do this on my off days and to increase my cardio and just work my upper body, because when you're running, your arms are just moving constantly. And I've already had a few times where my upper shoulder, tricep, arm area is just getting really tired. My legs aren't tired, but my arm is. So I've been really trying to work that up. All right, that's about it for this week. I told you what's going on next week. I really look forward to it. It's I'm kind of halfway through it right now. This video is a few days late, but it's going to be a really good week. I did some really good times, and I think you guys should check it out. So we'll see you next week. It's Wolf Walker. This is the end of week 5.